The aquatics commons is a completely different story.
Bob, do any of the delays it caused because of the construction management team?
That's a good question.
Because I mean, why would we reward them with additional money if they're part of the problem?
And we've had discussions about that. And we've had discussions with Willdan about the additional design support because we think there are some issues with the design. And I guess where I stand now is I want to get this to the finish line. This is what we need, unless city staff takes this over. This is what we need to get to the end. And at the end, we're going to settle. We're going to go through all of this. And I'm not saying that we wouldn't go back, for example, to Willdan and their subs and say, you owe us money. Or to Roebelin and say, you owe us money because of what happened. But right now, this is what we need to get to the finish line. And so this is why I'm recommending at this time to provide this additional funding.
Question, Bob, real quick. So there's damages of $7,500 a day going on right now being tallied, right?
Yes.
Can that contractor foot the bill for this 8-month extension?
I think that's the liquidated damages are something that accrues, but we don't necessarily deal with that until we get to the end of the contract. So could it ultimately, at the end of the contract, when everything gets settled out, be part of a reimbursement? Mm-hmm. It could.
But as part of a cash flow issue, just have them foot this bill, and then we can deduct this from what they would owe us.
Well, one of my biggest concerns all along is how do we keep the contractor working? How do we keep them from raising concerns about being able to finish? I think if they're out there working, we should pay them for the work they're doing up until we finish. And again, I just want to get the projects finished, and then we'll sit down and work out the numbers.
Okay.
So
right. I get it.
I know it can be difficult. If they owe us this money, why don't we get it? My concern is we get the projects finished, and then we work it out.
That's fine. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, that's it for me.
Okay. Councilman, Vice Mayor. You.
Yeah, I'll just echo Councilmember Detrick's comments exactly, is that by my calculations, at $7,500 a day with an anticipated roughly 180-day delay, the liquidated damages almost come up to the amount that we're talking about. So the only way I can even conscionably vote to approve this change, other than wanting to see it finished, is the idea that we're going to be diligent on the back end to make sure we do recoup what is rightfully ours.